Hello everyone, it's Megan with AboveRubyStudio.com. Thank you so much for joining me for a Tuesday tutorial today. I'm excited to share some fun things with you today, and I really have a lot on my desk. So I have a big, huge mess because I have so much to share and show you. So look past the mess and look at what I'm about to show you, if you would. I have something that I'm going to create for you guys using the November kit from Club Ruby Designers. And as you can see, there's a ton of ribbon, which I always include. We have adorable alphabet stickers that I also always include. And I love these especially because they're brown, but they have little white stitching dash lines all the way around the outside of every single letter. So dear and close to my heart. I love them. They come with really cute little puffy stickers that I picked out, and I already used one of them on a project, but you can see here, these things are absolutely to die for. There's some really cute corduroy with the felt and the stitching and the rhinestones and everything all layered up. Now, I know a lot of people can make their own puffies, and they're not that difficult to make if you sew and if you can get the felt and cut it out and do the whole thing, but there's something about these puffies that I would never take the time to actually make with all the details of the stitching and embroidery and the housing and everything. So I think it's absolutely adorable and to die for. I love these things. That's why I included them in the kit. I also have some really beautiful, beautiful Prima Flowers that are included in this kit that are very three-dimensional and just a lot of fun that match along. Your solid cardstocks, and then really great patterns of paper. There's, these are already kind of cut up, ready to go in the project, but you can just see all these beautiful fall colors, and this is all about being thankful and the patterns and everything. And then the final thing that we included, well, there's other things too, but another really cool thing that we included is an exclusive stamp set. This is a stamp set that I made about being thankful. It says, like, I'm so thankful for you, grateful, you make me smile, you make me happy, blessings, thanks so much, you are a blessing to me. So this is all about being thankful. It's Thanksgiving, and November is, just a fun, wonderful month for me. I love, love, love November and the fall months. They're just my favorite. So I'll clear some of this off the desk and show you guys a couple other things that I've been up to and making, and then we'll get into our project for today. But I've been making lots and lots of Christmas ornaments because my best friend Heidi is about to be getting married, and so we decided to make Christmas ornaments for her wedding favors, and they're going to have little tags on them that are going to say Matt and Heidi and some information. But these are really simple to make. I picked these up at Michael's. They're just glass ornaments. I use Pledge Future Shine floor cleaner, dump it in there, swish it around really good. You can use floor cleaner. You do not have to buy other adhesives and things to do this. You can just use floor cleaner, Pledge floor cleaner, shake it around, dump it out, and then I use some Martha Stewart ultra fine glitter and just any type of really, really fine glitter. You dump it in, shake it up, and then dump out the excess, and you have this really pretty design. Now, for this flower here, I used, so excited about this, I used the Close to My Heart Art Philosophy cartridge, and I also used the stamp that came with one of the sets that came with the cartridge. So there's stamps that come with the cartridge, and the cool thing about these are when you get these stamps, they match with shapes in the cartridge. So this flower right here, for example, is on page 39, and it tells you right here on the stamp set to cut the flower at 1 3/4 inches, and that makes the perfect size. Now I offset the stamp just a little bit there for the flower, and then I heat embossed it with some gold heat embossing powder from Ranger and made this beautiful layered flower. I cut it out in green. You can see here, here's a green layer. This one doesn't have the gold on it yet. So green layer glued on, and then the gold glued on top of that, and you have really cute, fun ornaments ready to go. And they're great for Christmas gifts too. So they can be a really fun thing. You can do all kinds of different colors, and just another way to use this Art Philosophy cartridge, which again has become one of my favorites very quickly just because of the wonderful stamps, lots of stamps that come with it. And even though it's a more expensive cartridge, it's also a really cool thing because it does just help support, other women who are doing this for a business. It's by personal consultant. So there's lots of personal consultants out there, but Melanie Brown from Everyday Cricut is the one who sent me this cartridge and to play with and show you guys, and she sent me the stamps too. So big shout out and thank you to her once again. All right. Oh, I gotta show you this one other thing. This is also from close to my heart. I'm so excited about using these, and I haven't used them yet, but I think I'm gonna use them on this project today. It's called My Reflections, and it's a canvas adhesive set, and they are so cute. And these actually came from my friend Britton. She's one of our design team members, and we were at a close to my heart demonstration, and I had said that I wanted them, but I wasn't gonna buy more embellishments because I just have so many everywhere. And she ended up, I went down to visit her and she got them for me. So thank you, Britton, for getting those for me. Now, to the project. Oh, well, I do have one other thing. I did make these little boxes. These are really cute little boxes, and I actually did these with my eCraft. The really cool thing about the eCraft, you don't need cutting mats. And so you can literally put in a stack of paper. So I put in a stack of 25 pieces of craft cardstock, 12 by 12 cardstock, and I cut out 25 boxes at one time because it feeds the paper through the back like a printer. So it'll cut out each of the images with no cutting mat, which is really a time saver when you have to do a lot of projects and you don't want to load in your paper on the cutting mat and unload it. So it's a really great benefit to the eCraft machine. I use the Cricut, I use the eCraft, I use it all. There's benefits to both. And then I used some flower leaves, some petals, and I just layered this all together. So literally they're all individual petals that I glued together individually, and you can see it's a little bit crooked. This one's one of the kind of the rejects because we already had the bridal shower. This was actually the bridal shower for my friend Heidi. I made these boxes, and this one I just kind of smushed and got a little messed up. But it says thanks so much. It's a stamp from Paper Tray Ink, and it's just a simple little tag here, scallop frame tag, and it's all put together. So this was just a cute, and the other thing that I did wrong with this one is I glued it on the side instead of the top of the box. So this was a reject, but I wanted to show you guys anyway because this is just another project that I've been working on. All right, set that aside. Let's talk about today's project, today's Tuesday tutorial. I have been wanting a smash book for quite some time, and I actually still want a smash book. It's on my Christmas list, but for some reason, I cannot bring myself to spend $13 on what still is essentially a journal. I think they're awesome. I think they're wonderful. And I think that that is a brilliant thing that K & Company / EK Success came out with. And if you haven't seen me rant about the Smash Book before, you should go check it out. There's a YouTube video and everything. I think they're awesome. So someday I am sure I will still go get one. I just still am kind of trying to get over that it's $14 for a journal. Anyway, I know I could use a coupon if I found it somewhere. I just haven't found it in the area yet. So I'm sounding really cheap, but that's kind of what I'm about too. And I still want to show you guys how to save time and money. So I have a bind it all. I do have a bind it all, and I have some wire, and I have rings, and I decided to make my own little smash book out of scrapbook paper from my trip to China. I took a trip to China recently, and you can see what I did here. I did not fill it all in yet, but I put a picture in the front. I have some scrapbook paper, and this is actually all paper from last January at Club Ruby Designer. And there's little tags, and I glued in receipts from drinks, and I glued in some pictures for some scrapbook pages, and then I left plenty of blank space to do some journaling. Then the other thing I did was with the binds it all, I actually punched holes into other receipts that we had. The room key, the room number, talking about, the room, and I did a little thing about that. Doing boarding passes, all those good things are all in there. Maps from the trip. So I just literally punched holes using the bind it all and made all kinds of different little pages and tabs and things to kind of create my own little mini smash book. So that is what I did. I even took some notepad paper from the hotel room. I just took a couple sheets and I put it in my journal as well. So you really can do a lot of different things. There's a lot of different pictures. And then the very back page, I have a picture or a little map from one of the hotels that they gave us. So I thought that was pretty cool, and it kind of pops out and folds out so you can read and see all of that. So this is my own version of a smash book from China, and we're going to make a little mini one. It's almost just like a mini album, but this one was a little bit more specific for my trip. So we're going to get started doing that, and I already have some holes punched, and this is all paper from the November kit. This is the current November kit. It's just really cute, beautiful, beautiful paper that is very fall in theme, and I thought this would be a really cute little mini book that I could set out on the coffee table for doing with my kids for the rest of the year, to write in little notes about what we're thankful for, to write in little things about answered prayer, or maybe even a prayer request. And I thought this would just be for the month of November, and I can add in a few pictures later if I want to, but really I just want it to be cute little notes. Says stuff like mom, dad, kids, there's no place like home. This is all part of the paper. And you can see I did cut different sizes, and then I just had everything be about 4.5 inches across, and then I placed it right dead center in the middle of my bind it all and punched the hole. Now I need to do the covers, and what I'm using for the cover is some grunge paper, which is really awesome because it kind of feels leathery. It has a lot of flexibility to it. You could use grunge board if you wanted it to be a little stiffer, but I love the leathery feel of grunge paper, and that's what I used on my cover for my China Smash book. You can run this through your embossing machines, you can ink it, you can dye it, you can glue other paper on it. I just really like the feel of it being plain by itself. So I'm going to leave them plain. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is. You just literally place it right in the center of your bind it all and you punch. Now, I'm going to go to the outer corners and I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. I'm going to place this in here, and if you see right here, there's this little tabby doohickey. I know, technical name. I don't know what these parts are called, but I'm going to show you how you line it up. You use that tabby doohickey to go inside one of the already punched holes. Okay, and let's make sure that we're in the right one. Okay, so you put it inside one of the punched holes. Once you're inside the hole, okay, once you're inside the hole, you can then punch it again, and it's going to go straight to the end. Okay, so we'll just flip it over, and then we'll do the other side, and then you punch through. So then you can see you have completely even punches on both sides of your paper, and you don't have overhang or anything like that. So that's how you would do that. All right, so I'm going to set this aside. We're going to need this again when it comes time to grab our wire, which we're going to do. I'm going to leave this that both covers are facing each other back to back, just like this. Then I'm going to grab all of my paper that I'm going to put inside of my book. Now, I think I have one extra hole in this than I do this paper. Actually, I have two. Oh, okay, I guess I didn't finish my paper. All right, let me finish off my paper. So we'll do that the same way. We're going to place inside one of the holes. I guess I just didn't go end to end on this for some reason. All right, line it all up. Make sure it's all scrunched in there real good. And punch. Okay, so you can see it goes right to the end. We're going to do it on the same thing on this side. Place the little knob in the hole. And this might go off the edge a little bit because I don't think this is a full inch increment. Did it go off? Oh, nope, it's still in there. So that fit perfectly. Yay! All right, so now we're going to line up our holes on our cover and on our paper. And the cover is just a 1/4 inch bigger. I'm sorry, a 1/2 inch bigger. So it's a 1/4 inch on both sides bigger, but it's the same number of punches. Then you're just going to grab your O wire, your ring, feed that through, and then grab a wire cutter and just trim that off. And I'm going to use, all the holes are lined up. You're going to feed your wire right on through. Roll it around to, okay. So once your wire is cut, you're going to feed your wires so that it comes all the way through to the back so that it kind of locks in place there on the back cover. Then what we're going to do is place it inside our binds it all, and I'm going to actually reduce the size here so that the little line of the size of the ring, if you ever need to check the size of your ring, you can use the little guide that comes with it just to be sure. Here, I'll use it with this end so that you can see. I believe it's a 5/8 inch. Ooh, actually, I think it's a little smaller than that. It is a 1/2 inch wire. Okay, that's a good thing that I checked because I was going to the 5/8. So it's a 1/2 inch wire. All right, so right there is about where it needs to be. Whoops. go all the way to the line. Okay, so that's in the 1/2 inch marking. And this will just give us the best squeeze that we want it to be. We're going to place our wire in here. I'm going to start at this end and just crimp and then crimp both sides. And this side got a little bit more mangled and bent when I cut it than I wanted it to, but that's okay. It will survive. And then once that is in place, you can see the little O-ring all around and locked in there. You're just going to flip the front cover back around. And there you have your little book. So now it's ready to go. Now you can decorate the front. You can do all kinds of different things with it. I am going to use some of these really, really cute canvas stickers though. I think they're absolutely adorable. All right. And I'm going to grab some letter stickers and I'm going to write out the word thankful. Again, these are all included in the kit. Okay, putting all my little letter stickers on there. We're going to press them down. I'm going to use just a few other of these little embellishments from this pack. I just think this is adorable. I love everything about this canvas feel with the feel of the feel of the grunge paper and everything. And I'm just going to write thankful. And then I'm going to write notes. And then I'm going to write the year, November 2011. And then my plan with this is to take this and put it on the table, like I said, and then just talk to the kids about what we're thankful for this year and write down the notes right here. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's Tuesday tutorial. I hope you guys are thankful and enjoying the moments, and I'll see you guys again really soon. Have a lot of great things coming up for this month of November, because December I'm going to be taking some time off from tutorials, so please stay tuned for that and enjoy the moments. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.